Hello to myself and everybody else. This is video 109. So far for this video, I'm still looking at the stuff from the free code camp video on C++. So far I'm like 17 hours into it. And so far this video will just be the continuation of what they talked about with the Lambda stuff. And so far, what they talked about with the Lambda stuff, just setting this up again. So far, everything they talked about with the Lambda stuff, this time they actually went into what is the capture list. And so far, let me just set up a Lambda, so be really just this simple right here. So far, basically with a Lambda function, everything and stuff too, really the capture list is this up here in the front. The thing I said I had no idea really what it was for. And basically all it does is it just captures variables that are above it. So basically just using the example they did, it was like int a equals, let's say, this, int b equals this. And basically all you would do is just put in a and b. That's really it. So or just give this a function too. So it's just, a name as well. So we'll say auto funct, just that. And basically we'll just have this like print out, like it just adding both of them together. So we'll just say cout a plus b, none of that. We'll just say a plus b. And basically that's mostly it for it. So let me go ahead and just run this. There we go. So basically, yeah, basically all capture lists do. So the capture list, this right here in the brackets and everything and stuff here. So far, this is just the capture list and everything right there, and it just basically captures like any variable above it. So basically, you have to specify specifically like A, put that in here, B. That's mostly it. So if I run it, I have an error real quick. Oh yeah, that's right. I hit the wrong letter here. All right, now run it. Yeah, so again, you got 56 because it added these two numbers up. That's basically all a capture list is. It basically just, again, any variable above the Lambda function, you can just put them in the capture list. So it just knows, okay, use the variables above it, and that's mostly it. So far, the main thing it also talked about too with the capture list is that when it comes down to working with the variables above it, it's not actually taking those and using them. It's basically making a copy of them and then just manipulating that copy. So basically, if I just remove it, just kind of make it simple like the video did. And so far with this, we'll just print something a bit different. So we'll just say inside. So just notice inside the Lambda. And we'll just say print A. And then we're going to make a for loop. So we'll just say int I equals 0. I say 5 plus I. And for this, we'll just say cout outside print A and L, and then we'll make it add on to A. So I'll test something real quick too and all, because I might need to put it as, I think it's more like this. Yeah, because I think it will bring the first number out first, then it will add on to it after it prints out the first time. I'm pretty sure. Again, I get this confused sometimes, just the fact that plus A or A++, I'll do it like this first, and then we can just, see what up. But yeah, basically this right here, what it should do is this. Oh wait, the other thing I need to do. Say that, run that. Alright. So basically what it's going to do is this. It will basically, with this and everything, the for loop, this is the main thing right here. It will run 5 times, and basically it will print outside, and then A is 23. It will add 1 to it. It will also print out the lambda function up here, which also just basically prints out inside and then A. And then it will move on to the, just add a space, and then keep doing that over and over again. So we just run this and see real quick. Yeah, that's right. I forgot the semicolon there. Alright, now run it. Alright. So basically with this is how it works and everything too. So we can see outside is the for loop, 23. Inside, another 23. So both of them print, numbers are the same. It adds 1 to A. Inside the for loop, it goes up by 1. In the lambda function, it still stays 23. So basically this whole thing is just showing as inside the for loop, it keeps going up for 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Inside the lambda function, it just stays 23. Because so far it's just making a copy. The for loop is just basically making a, or really, alright. So far the lambda function basically just makes a copy of the variable, and that's it. So there's really, you're not changing the actual variable and stuff up here. It just, the lambda function makes a copy and just messes with the copy. This will basically stay the same. So far, if we want to change that, so the variable itself is actually being changed, then basically we do this. We turn into a reference, which is basically just as simple as just adding an and sign in the front of the variable here. So that means with this and sign here in the variable, this A up here, 23, should change basically together. So basically like what happens inside the lambda function and happens out here should be the same. Let me just run it and show you. Yeah, so basically this and everything too. And yeah, so far it's a bit off because again, it's basically, again, let me do this real quick. Now let me run it. Okay, yeah, it is, yeah, so far it is a bit different the way I do it here. Hold on real quick. Yeah, I figured out what the problem was. Yeah, I'm running the lambda function after the A goes up. So let me do this. There we go. So now it will print outside, then this, then it will run it. So okay, let me do it like this now. All right. Yeah, so this is what's up. Yeah, just I had the function under it. So basically when A went up 1, then the lambda function would print. That's why the numbers were different. But basically, again, we can still see, even with it doing that, we can see that when the variable A up here changes, what's inside the lambda function was being captured, the reference up here, it's also changing as well. So again, with a for loop, it starts off with a base number, 23, then it goes up by 1, so A goes up by 1, making it 24, and then both inside the lambda function and the for loop is printing 24, and it's doing that for the rest of them. That's basically just a way to just see that, you know, what the capture list does, and how if you want to change both variables you can using a reference, or if you only just want to change one, just put the variable directly in there, and it will only change in the for loop. The lambda function will stay the exact same. So far, the next thing that it talks about as well is basically how to capture all. And with that, it's basically the exact same thing as what we're doing here. Just the only difference is this. Instead of putting the variable in the capture list, you just put an equal sign. That's really it. What this does is any variable above the lambda function that's used inside the lambda function, it will then just recognize, okay, use this stuff up here, and that's really it. So you don't have to worry about specifying it. So basically, like for example, if I put in an integer such as, well, you know, let me do this. Let me run this first. And basically, again, the outside in the for loop, 23 is going up. and the inside is stage 23 the whole time. So again, it's still just making a copy of what's above. It's not actually using it. But basically, again, the whole point of using the equal sign to capture all is that, let's say I have this set up, it does this, and then somebody comes along and they just do int b equals 22. Again, all I have to do is basically just copy this. I have to edit the code a decent amount though, but basically I can just, change that to a b, and then from there I can also just same thing here. Change that to a b. Let me also put this stuff here too so I can tell them apart. So yeah, basically I can just do that and everything and stuff as well. Just add that stuff and everything, so I don't really have to worry about changing the capture list. Technically, me changing all that, like, again, this very basic example. So mostly, again, still a lot of stuff I had to change, but if there's something more complicated, then again, I probably wouldn't have to change as much, but I can just run it. And again, base does the exact same thing. Just again, outside, it's still like, changing, while inside is staying the same. But that's basically the whole thing, just the capture list. When you want to capture all, just put the equal sign, and then you can just add the variable and then edit everything else. You don't have to worry about having to specifically in the capture list go, okay, let me make sure I add comma and then whatever variable. The other thing you can do, which is the last thing, is basically capture all by reference. So basically the same thing as before. All you do is this. Instead of an equal sign, you put an and sign. I accidentally put nothing. Yeah, you put an and sign there, and basically do the exact same thing as the other one with capturing a reference. The variables up here will be changed inside of Lambda as well as inside of anything else you want to change it with. But mostly inside the Lambda function, the variable will actually be used and changed. So we'll just run it. And see, so far outside in the for loop, it's 23, 22. Inside, same thing. And you see like each one, it changes. So it'll be 24 and 23, 24, 23, 25, 24, 25, 24. So far, it's changing along with it. Instead of making a copy, it's actually being changed. So really, that's like the main thing and stuff with that. Really, that was all that was showed with the Lambda stuff. It like just kind of ended, and that was it with the Lambda. Again, do I still fully, like, in a base programming sense, understand when would I use this? Not 100%. But again, I can hypothetically see this being useful. Again, the usefulness of it, that's the other thing I don't really see 1,000,000,000%, like as a straight up fact. But again, hypothetically, I can see this being useful. So I really just have to learn actually when I would use this and why. Maybe I need to see examples or something. I have no idea. But again, at least I know what this is, have my notes and everything so I can use it if I need it. But that's mostly it. Just showing what the capture list was and how to capture all using like value and reference. So yeah, that was really it. So myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.